Hey traders, John Howell here, your number one market trader. Today we're going to be looking at a bit of an update on the actual stock market. There is also one stock that I'm getting really excited about because I believe we're getting very close to a really good buying opportunity. I'm going to show you exactly what that one stock is. Plus also there's something really interesting happening with a lot of the cryptos right now, and I want to share that with you as well too. So I've got a lot of stuff that I want to share with you. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let's get straight into, I want a bit of an update today across the good old stocky market. So we'll start off with the S&P 500. So we're still stuck in this overall sort of triangle pattern through here. We're still squeezing up. You actually can look what actually happened here today, right? We actually came down and we're basically right near or right on that level of support. And the hard thing about trading the market today, and if you're having a hard time trading the market today, then I understand. Because it's been very volatile, right? Look at this here. It's been down, it's been up, it's been down. We're probably going to have a bit of a up move as well too. So it's been very volatile in the markets. This has been one of the most volatile years we've had in a long time. So it's been one of the most difficult years to actually trade the market. Investing is a different story, right? Investing is more long term, but to trade the markets has been quite difficult. And that's where traders, it's so important that, especially through this time, that you really put your patient cap on, okay? Be okay sitting on the sidelines and not taking a trade. Because I'm sure you know, there's been many times that you've said, man, I just wish I didn't even trade this week. I wish I didn't even trade this month. I wish I just sat on the sidelines, right? I just wish my account was back at break even. Please, back at break even, right? So I'm sure you said that many times. So please make sure you have your patient cap on, and also make sure that you're trading some sort of a setup that you really are confident in, because that's where it starts, right? Is trading setups that you're really confident that you know that have a really high win-loss ratio. Don't be trading a lot. If you do need help with that, very first link in the description, guys, click on that and you'll be able to join my next webinar, and I'll share with you all the details to my trading system. But traders, make sure you understand exactly what to look for in a really good high quality setup, okay? So looking at this here, if indeed this stock market does start to, look at this here. So if we have a look at this here, so if I squeeze my charts up a bit more, this is the S&P 500. If I squeeze my charts up a bit more, if the S&P 500 starts to really break past this, say, we're at this level of support now, but I've got this other support line through here. This is that's sort of the line in the sand. This sort of area, maybe even sort of 3,600 level, which is, as you can see, we had the support, all the support and resistance back here. And then we had this, that was that last support level through there. So we're still stuck in this triangle pattern. We're right at this level of support. Again, we could still come down through here, but we're really volatile through here. There's no one really truly in control through here when it comes to the S&P 500. But once we actually start to break 3,600, we could start to see a movement back down to 3,000. Now, the long-term level here, check this out. So the long-term level, this is actually a really major long-term resistance line and support line that comes into play. That's been here since basically 2012, as you can see. So let me just bring this up through to here. Right, so actually let me go to the weekly chart so we can see that through there. So that's basically since 2012. In fact, if I bring this up to 2009, right, so this is the very low point of the stock market crash back in 2008 into 2009, and then we've had this move up. So if I'm bringing this up through here, I'm going to bring it up, and all I'm going to look for, and it's just amazing how these major trend lines work time and time again. Look at this here. So the first bounce was back here in 2012. Then many years later, 2016, and then look at here, that was the 2019 bottom as well too. And then we did flush down here, but look at here, a bit of a false breakout to the downside, and then it was a false breakout because how you know a support level is a false breakout is it breaks past the support level, but then very quickly regains the power. Right, very quick. If it's not a false breakout, we would expect the market to continue down. But a lot of times when you get this sort of V sort of down and straight back up, back above that support level, well, that's when you call it a false breakout, okay? And so that's how you know when something's a false breakout, it goes down and straight back up again. And then generally what happens is when you get the false breakout like that, you get a bit of a slingshot move. Now remember, this is a weekly chart, guys. So this is what I drew there is probably 6 to 12 months worth of data. Okay, so when I say slingshot move, it's an overall move to the upside. So looking at this level right now, if we do start to break past this level through here and we start to get past this level through here, it does look like that this whole area through here is going to be a major level of support in the market. So that's what I'm seeing right now when it comes to the good old the S&P 500. We're probably going to get, if we do start to break down through, which is still, there's still a possibility of a bounce here, traders, right? Like we don't know what's definitely going to happen here. So there's still possibility of getting a bounce and then a breakup. So we'll have to wait and see what happens through there. But if we do start to break past this 33,600 level, then it's probably going to continue down from there. So before I get into that one stock that I'm looking at, let me actually, the one stock that I really like, let me actually share some of the crypto markets here with you. So this is actually really interesting. So I'm looking at, this is actually the Bitcoin market. And Bitcoin market, like once we start to break where we are right now, this sort of 19,000 level on Bitcoin, this thing is going to drop so hard, so fast. It's going to make people's head spins if they are long this market. Now, I don't know why you would be long crypto right now. Now, long-term investing may be a different story, right? But when it comes to trading the markets, we're in a massive downtrend, right? So looking at this level through here on the good old Bitcoin, you can see that we're actually at this level of support. So if we start to break this level of support, look at this here. There's no support level. The next major support level is down here, right? So if I bring up my daily charts now, let me bring up my daily charts and look at Bitcoin. That means that this level through here, once we actually break this level through here, we're probably going to have to move down, possibly even down to 10,000, because it does look like it looks like, if you see this here, see how we have, so the 30,000, or the 20,000 was a significant level. The 30,000 was definitely a significant level in the market. 10,000 is probably going to be a significant level in the market. Let me just continue squeezing this up through here, right? And so you start to see these significant levels, right? You start to see how, oh, look, each sort of 10,000 level is a significant level in the market. So let me just bring this up through to here, all right? So if you look at this through to here, so I'm just going to draw this right now. So that's the 20,000 area, and that was a significant level in the market, meaning it had a lot of problems. 20,000, that's the 30,000, that's the 40,000 area through there, that's the 50,000 area through there as well too, and then that's the 60,000 area. So as you can see that even like through here, right? So you can see that we definitely get a lot of support and resistance, and then that's the 60,000, and that was obviously the 70,000 topped up through there, right? So as you can see, every time we get towards these points, it seems like every sort of 10,000 the market is likely to run to, right? So we break 60, we go down to roughly 40. We break 40, then we go down to 30, where there's going to be a lot of sort of support and resistance levels. We break 30, we go down to 20. So we break 20, we're probably going to go down to 10, right? You can see how they're actually, there's a lot of these areas. It's not an exact science, not like exactly 50 or 10,000, right? But it's more like an area. You can see there's a lot of confluence between these areas of 10,000 apart. So that's the very first thing that I want to share with you when it comes to good old Bitcoin. But a lot of these other sort of cryptocurrencies right now are getting ready to probably have a really big move on the downside. We're about to see some really a big drop. A big drop is coming in some of these crypto markets. So we have a look at this through here. The next sort of, this is looking at the NEO, right? NEO. The next major support level is actually down through to here. If we go to the weekly charts, so if we go to the weekly chart, we can see how this is the next major level of support down here on that weekly chart. So it doesn't look like much on there, but this is the weekly chart here. If we go back to our daily chart once again and squeeze it up, then if we do start to see a movement on the downside, then we're probably going to see this movement down through here, going from about 8.50 down to around about probably less than $1. Same for Cardano. Cardano has been just going sideways overall. If we start to get a large bar breaking out, we're probably going to see back down to around that $4 level on Cardano, Dogecoin as well too, same sort of thing. The next major level of support is right now we're at about that $2 and sort of 15 cents right now. So we're probably going to get down towards the less than 50 cent level. And then XRP was going sideways. We didn't get the breakout, and we're still going sideways over. We had a little bit of an up move today in XRP, but I wouldn't be. This is probably going to be some sort of a fake out, right? Fake out means we are getting a rally through here. Maybe some people are probably going to trade this, but they're probably going to fake you out, and then they're probably going to drop it again as well too. So that's what I'm looking at there, guys, across the markets today on the crypto market and some of the actual stock market as well. Looking at let me actually quickly just I'll cover gold, and then I'll get into that one stock that I like. So quickly looking at gold actually definitely broke past its level of support, and now we're just holding through here. So what is this? There's a really big question I'm having in my mind. Is it a false breakout? Or is it a continuation pattern? And this is something that, if you watched my videos a few days ago, something that I said, I'm expecting this sideways movement. Firstly, it's exactly what we've been getting. Okay, so if I zoom in, we're getting this sideways movement. What comes next? Okay, if we get something like that, then we're probably going to see a nice move with gold back up towards the 1,800 level. But if we don't, and we start to get something like this, and then we break down, then gold is probably going to get absolutely just destroyed. And then we're probably going to see, because if it does hold there, that next major level of support is back down through here, which is around that. There's actually two levels here. Let me actually show you this here. So we'll go to the weekly chart. You can see how I've got this longer term trend line through here on gold. So support, support, support. And then you can see there's a support level through there. So if we do start to break this area here really strongly on gold, we're probably going to head, which is around that where we are now, which is around the 1,600 level. We're probably going to see this thing back down towards the 1,500 to 1,400 level through there. So let me just quickly bring up that one stock that I was looking at, and that is Microsoft. Check out this. So Microsoft, it's not a buy now, but it's getting very, very, very close to me to a really good opportunity that I'll be looking for, a trading opportunity, right? You can see here that, and as I've shown you in today's video, that the market loves to bounce off these longer term levels of support. So looking at where we are right now, we're at this level of support. We're at this level of support. So if we come back down through to here, and then we start to get a bit of a bounce, there's possibly going to be a major level of support, and then maybe we're going to see a movement to the upside. Now remember, this is a weekly chart through here. So if I go back to my daily charts now on Microsoft, yeah, we're continuing down. So if we start to get, and this is what I'll be looking for on Microsoft, is what I'll be looking for is if we do come down through here and we bounce, then we bounce up, and then we start to get some sort of a higher low, and then we could bounce up through there. This is probably going to be a bit of a change in trend, where we're probably going from a lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high through there, and then we start to make these higher lows. So that'll be sort of the pattern I'll be watching to see. If we do get that, then we're probably going to see a very, very good strong move out of this when it comes to this level through here. So that's what I'm looking at through there when it comes to the Microsoft chart through there. Hope this helps you out today, traders, and I'll see you in the next video. Traders, I want to invite you to my webinar that I'm running today. And on this webinar, I'm going to share with you all the details to my #1 trading system for the last 17 years and how I only trade 1 hour per day. Plus, also going to be learning the 3 secrets that I had to master over the last 17 years to generate a really good income. If you go to johnsfreetraining.com, or there should be a link in the description, click on that. Go over there right now, register. If you are struggling with the trading right now, I promise you this is going to completely game change, because you're going to understand why you are going backwards and why you're losing money. And then I'm going to teach you exactly what the system I use that gets me a really high % win-loss ratio. So this is what I want you to do right now. Go to johnsfreetraining.com. Go over there, register for my webinar right now today, because you're going to absolutely love it. Or there should be a link in the description. And I look forward to seeing you on the webinar. So go to that right now, and I look forward to seeing you on my next webinar. Go to that right now. Go to johnsfreetraining.com. Go to that right now.